UCLA lost to Cal. I'm just plain embarrassed, but, I have to make a video, and sorry this is late, but, I had a thing called a charity event I was at today, and, well, I couldn't watch this game live. I saw the tape, heard some of the game by radio from Joe Starkey calling the game, because you know who he is, you know who that is. Pretty rough loss, though. I heard the pick six on radio. I'm like, oh gosh, Prince throws a pick six at the worst possible time. Definitely a really bad loss here. Losing by 3 possessions. I mean, not too many excuses. I'm not gonna make excuses because we lost straight up. That's all I can say. We had to settle for field goal, maybe a little bit too much. Cal's defense bended but didn't break. And wow, Javid Best didn't even have to run on us. It was Shane Vereen, the backup. I mean, I used to be very high on this guy, Vereen. Remember my Cal preview? But I thought, later he was just not, he was struggling. But this game, he ran all over us. I don't know what is up with our defense, but something is wrong. I don't know what Chuck Bolo is doing, but he is probably yelling right now at the defense for whatever they're doing. This is pathetic. Um, a few other thoughts. Franklin had a couple touchdowns. Whoop-de-doo. Prince had some passing yardage, but it was empty because they couldn't get the touchdown that mattered. We just got dominated by Job at best, and if not by the running game of Cal. Really bad. We need to work on that. I have very little optimism for the rest of this season. This is why I picked UCLA to finish, near the bottom tier of the Pac-10 standings. I just felt there was just some struggles down the stretch, I'm patient with this team. I know I said I had good faith when they were 3-0, but I'm patient that, even though we're down, I'm not expecting a whole lot this year, like when it comes to national title rankings or whatever, but just to, put up some fight, at least. I'm not expecting the hugest amount of wins, though, this year, because, it's just struggling. We right now need to find ourselves and need to find a defense, because right now we didn't look very good out there. Definitely a rough loss, A lot of things lost today. San Jose State got blown by Fresno. What a surprise. No big deal. I mean, I'm just happy there were some upsets out there, because, I've been pretty upset most of this day. A lot of losing, straight up. Probably another loss soon later. Just a rough weekend for me, but I'll be alright. It's just football. It's part of life, and I'm just humbled. So, I have my bet. I own up to my bet. I got my background changed. I just got back late from the event I was at today, the charity event. So, with what goes on, I will now pay up my word. Worry about Arizona next week, which is going to be a rough game. They pulled off a close one against Stanford, and they did it in really comeback fashion. I'm really surprised. Notre Dame supposedly tried making a comeback, failed, and just happy to see some upsets. Purdue beat Ohio State, Colorado, which, that's the Big 12 school I like because my cousin's out there. They beat Kansas. Congrats to Colorado and Purdue for some upsets, and also Georgia Tech. That was not really, sorry Don V, but that wasn't really surprising at all. I wasn't shocked that they won. But yeah, good to see some upsets. Good to see that this season is not chalk or predictable. And also congrats to the Longhorns. So I'll just have this looking horns for you. Congrats there, and hope we move on because there's still a lot of big games to go. So let me just go up to my bet. I'm gonna sing the song of Cal. No problems. I got this one memorized. I don't have to look off some song sheets. So here goes nothing. Bear with me here. Our sturdy golden bear is watching from the sky, looks down upon our colors fair, and guards us from his lair. Our banner a symbol on it too. What's it mean? To fight for California, for California through and through. Long interlude. This is what the band plays in between. Long pause. Keep going. Shot. Star girded for the fray. We'll strive to victory. And on the martyr's feet will lay that rain, and brawn will win the day. By the sons and true, we'll strive as for anew, and fight for California through and through. Go Bears! All right, I believe that is what they do when they play that song. So there you go. I own up to my bet, and congrats to Cal and anyone who had a big upset today. Congrats, and I'll see you guys later.